Alright, here's my next video, and I'm just gonna keep going. And I realized I left out Goat's Head Soup when I was going through the Stone stuff I have. Um, Sorry, these aren't really in-depth videos because I'm trying to just get through this and keep the videos under 10 minutes. And I'll talk more about some of my favorite albums out of these whole collections later in more depth. But yeah, Goat's Head Soup, really good album. It's a really cool original insert there. It's Billy Preston and Bobby Keys down there. I just recently watched the Exile on Main Street documentary about the recording of Exile on Main Street, and had Bobby Keys in there, and he's a funny old Texas guy, and he's one of those good old boys, and awesome sax player. And this is the original Goat's Head in the Soup little poster cardboard thing that came with the album, and that's still in there, which is cool because usually that stuff isn't kept in there. So if you're buying used albums, a lot of that stuff's never found again. But yeah, it's in there, and it's in pretty good condition. So there's that. Up next, I'll start with my Hendrix. And I have all of his studio albums. I have the UK pressing of Are You Experienced, which is different than the other version, the American version, which I'm sure you're used to seeing. It's yellow and the purple picture of the guys, and it's real psychedelic looking. And this one's a little more straightforward, just kind of picture of the guys there. And Jimi Hendrix looks really young in that picture. But yeah, great album. And yeah, this is the UK version that does not have Purple Haze on it. So it's the original as intended. But yeah, incredible album. Really good debut for that band. Here's Axis Bold as Love. Another classic album. Really cool album art too. I love it. It's a single LP, and it's got this real cool fold out, the real psychedelic Middle Eastern thing, which was kind of big in that day. But yeah, great album and a lot of good tunes. You know, of course, Little Wing and stuff like that. Axis Bold as Love. Yeah, great album. And then my favorite Experience album, which has got to be Electric Ladyland, definitely. Such a great album. It's put a lot of work into it, and definitely their biggest musical kind of achievement, if you ask me. So I love it. I love every song, and I love it all the way through. Just kind of takes you on a journey when you listen to it. And then, of course, is Noel Redding, Mitch Mitchell, Jimi Hendrix. I think Mitch Mitchell's probably my favorite drummer of all time. He's incredible. He had chops like no one else. Of course, another classic drummer. Talking about drummers, John Bonham, Led Zeppelin. And here's a real good copy of Led Zeppelin 1. I have Led Zeppelin 2 and 3 packed away. See, like I said, I don't have everything with me, so I know you're noticing there's things that are missing from these bands, but this is just what I have with me. So, but yeah, great album. This gets a lot of play. I play this all the time, and it sounds so good on vinyl. But yeah, great debut album as well. Couldn't ask for a better debut. And then I have Physical Graffiti, which is great. Love this album. It's real long and drawn out, and I love it. Love listening to it. Really cool packaging too. Of course, it has the windows that the inserts fill in there, and the original song info insert with lyrics and song titles and everything, and track credits. But really cool packaging for the time. A lot of stuff was real simple back then, and they put a lot of work into this, and it shows. And it's a great album. So it's Physical Graffiti. All right, moving on to my Eric Clapton collection, which is funny because I don't really have any of the solo stuff, but he's involved in all these projects. So it's the John Mayall Blues Breakers album with Eric Clapton, and this was back when he was doing a lot of studio work, and this is one of his bands, and a really, really awesome guitar album. If you're a guitar player, you can listen to this and appreciate everything that's going on. Just terrific musicianship going on. But this is it's the mono version, but it's a reissue on Sundays. And if you watch any of Dan's videos, he has some not so great things to say about Sundays. And I can agree because they put their name everywhere. See, Sundazed LP and mono, and it still says London down there also, but it's on the back too, and it's on the album itself, the LP itself, and like it says London up top, but then it says Sundazed, right there. So kind of defeats the purpose. And they're really, self-promotional, which I guess there's nothing wrong with that if you're a reissuing company, but I think that it really doesn't do much to preserve and give the idea of how the original album was supposed to look and how it's intended, because obviously it didn't say Sundazed all over the original. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. Here is Cream's debut album, Fresh Cream, which of course features I Feel Free, which is bum 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 bum, I feel free, bum 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 bum. Ooh, yeah, great song. And I actually really like this album. It's half originals and half covers, and they did a lot of covers, but that's just kind of what they did back then. Old blues tunes and turned them into some British rock songs. And of course, there's Ginger Baker, probably my second favorite drummer. I love Ginger Baker. He's incredible. He had such a unique style. But yeah, that's a good album, and this copy's in pretty good shape. All right, terrific album. I love Disraeli Gears so much, but this copy is terrible. I think I got it for $1.50 at Half Price Books, but it's completely torn open, as you can see. It's all worn. Some guy wrote Craft with a K up top, and there's this damn gold record achievement sticker. I don't know. It's in really bad shape, and the vinyl's not in great shape, but it plays all right. A few minor, hisses and crackles and stuff, but there's a few little scratches. But it still gets a lot of play because it's the only copy I have, and I need to get another copy. But I love this album, so I do listen to it quite a bit. Man, yeah, Outside Woman Blues, so many good songs. Brave Ulysses, Take It Back, Strange Brew, yeah, classics. Ginger Baker's drumming on that album is fantastic. But probably their best album is, of course, Wheels of Fire. I love it so much, and of course the real bright color inside there, and the back there. This isn't the shiny silver version, it's just the matte silver version, which is, I guess that's not an original, but anyway, I love this album. It's great all the way through. Probably their best album musically, but it's a double LP. The first half is the studio album, and the second half is recorded at the Fillmore East. But yeah, if you love Cream, that's a great album to get into. All right, got a couple more minutes here. Try to wrap up. Up next is the Beatles, and this isn't my whole Beatles collection, it's just what I have with me, but really, really awesome, almost perfect copy of Sgt. Pepper's. Yeah, I love this album. It's great. Probably their best. Well, I don't know about their best, but one of their best for sure, in my opinion. Really cool insert there. In the back with all the track credits. Yeah, it's in really good condition. That gets a ton of play. I play that a lot. And also a really good condition copy of Magical Mystery Tour. And this has the original book in here with all the pictures, which is kind of rare because people always took this out. It's actually, the staples came out, so it's not fastened in there. But all the pictures in there and stuff, and really cool. So I have that in good condition, good working condition. And a so-so copy of Let It Be. Great album. I love every track on this album all the way through. Of course, the guys recording at Abbey Road, EMI there. Abbey Road Studios, man, so many people recorded back then there. But yeah, this great album. Two of Us, great album opener. Get Back. I Dig a Pony, one of my favorite songs ever. And then Across the Universe and stuff like that. Not in the best shape, but the album itself is in really good shape, and it plays well, and I play it a lot. And that's really what matters, is as long as it plays, because it's about listening to music, But I do like to have nice copies of stuff, but sometimes you can't find nice copies all the time, so, you take what you can get. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and wrap this video up for now and move on to my CCR in the next video. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.